And I also combine yoga with Pilates.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Because of my back and what I found out, yoga sometimes, say you're not warmed up and the student doesn't know, and you're in down dog, right? So you're in down dog, and then the teacher asks you to bring your foot forward and then sweep up from here. So say somebody has a weak back, by the time they're sweeping up, they could hurt their back. And so that's why you come to class, and give you abs, right?
Exactly. I know you give me those abs.
So this way, when you're coming up, your back and your core is solid, and you're not gonna hurt your lumbar. And then this way, when you step up, you know, and then breathe up, and then when you come out here again, if your back is sore, you could hurt yourself. So that's why I've incorporated abdominals, and because it's a gym setting, I know people want to get a workout. So I add that Pilates element. And you know what, I remember the coordinator said, just give them yoga, don't give them Pilates, they'll know. And I go, I'm going to do whatever.
Yeah. And you know what? Your class is great, so.
And to have fun.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's, yeah, I always have so much fun in your class because it's not serious, you know? It's fun, and it
should be fun and light. Because I remember I took a yoga class, and the teacher, her energy was, I'm so enlightened, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to say anything. I was just so unease, and I thought, oh, I have to do a perfect pose.
Exactly.
And that was my experience. And so I like to have fun. I've gone to Chutney. She's fun. She's a yoga teacher. She's my mentor. I have several. And I learn from other teachers, and I glean. I take this, I take that, and I incorporate it. And that's why I call my yoga eclectic. But I like to read people's energies when I walk in. I go, okay, what does this feel like? Maybe they're tired or whatever's happening in the news. So I incorporate that to meet their needs, not what I want to teach. You know, because sometimes I've heard students do a lot of chaturangas.
Exactly.
You know, and, you know, I told you, we might have wrist issues, hairdresser, drummer, guitarist, playing, dental hygienist, moving their hands repetitive. The last thing I want to do is a lot of down dog and chaturanga. You know, and also you're dumping your shoulder forward, you're going to tweak your shoulder. So I do yoga for today's activities, right?
For our stresses that we have today.
And let's say you're a mom. You're a mom, you got to carry your baby here and that big carrier here, right? The last thing I want to do is do handstands. Sorry. Maybe a restorative class. That would be good. So I teach restorative. That's why I have these bolsters right here.
Oh, okay.
So I can set you up. This is a really nice one, Supta Baddha Konasana. And you rest and you sit here, feet open. And by resting, you open your heart and your lungs. Here you work the digestive tract. And you're opening up the psoas. Psoas gets tight. You sit down for 8 hours, it attaches to the femur and lumbar. So if you're sitting down as short, somebody would be like this. But this allows the psoas muscle to stretch because it attaches to the same place where the diaphragm attaches. So if you're breathing, it hinders your breathing.
So the props really help with the alignment to get the maximum benefit.
For somebody who's pregnant, you're so stressed out, you're jacked up, Bianca, that you know you need to stretch and breathe, but you don't have the energy. So this is good for healing after an illness or
after a long day.
Yes, exactly. Or a stressful family situation.
We all have those, don't we?
Yeah, so this is good.
So you could just set something like this up at home, and just when you get home, kind of meditate and get rid of the day. And
right. And here's another one. This is my favorite, and I swear by it. It does something to the nervous system, and it's called legs up the wall. And you just get one hip, and then you come up. And I have sandbags. Feels really nice if somebody could place a sandbag and that grounds you.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to ground a person when they've had a lot of stress. You either ground them by their feet or their head.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you're so stressed out, you're jacked up,
Mm-hmm.
Bianca, that you know you need to stretch and breathe, but you don't have the energy.
Mm.
So this is good for